Gentleman is recognized for 2 minutes.
This bank is important. That's why Ronald Reagan said in January 30th, 1984, the Export-Import Bank contributes in a significant way to our nation's export sales. We should not adopt an unnecessary amendment, the effect of which would be to kill the bank. Now, this amendment deals with accounting. As co-chair of the CPA caucus, I understand the importance of solid accounting rules. As a CPA, we are the referees that make sure that accounting rules are followed. The amendment talks about fair value accounting, more properly described as fantasy value accounting. Don't confuse fair value accounting with anything that's used in private enterprise or anywhere else. It is not the same as generally accepted accounting principles. Stick with generally accepted accounting principles, stick with the principles consistent with the CBO, and those principles show you that the bank makes money for the Treasury, which is why it transfers $500 million to $1 billion a year. Under fantasy value accounting, we don't look at whether the bank is making money. We look at whether they would be making money if we lived in a fair world. So you would say, for example, in looking at the cost of funds and what it takes to borrow money, you could look at the accounting statements of Pizza Hut and say, don't look at what they actually paid as interest cost, but what they would have paid in a fair world where they had the same interest rate as Jack's Pizzeria. Well, maybe we don't live in a fair world. But the fact is, generally accepted accounting principles are to determine whether a company or entity is making or losing money in the real world. Stick with generally accepted accounting principles. Stick with the CBO. Stick with the CPAs. Stick with GAAP and say no to fantasy value accounting.
Expired. The gentlewoman reserves. The gentleman from Arizona is recognized.